Bradford City have confirmed that goalkeeper Sam Walker has today signed a new 2-year contract with the football club. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new, can we try and hit 200 likes on today's video? And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. Obviously, in my retain and release list, I felt we could do better than Sam Walker, but it has today been confirmed that he's not only going to be here with Bradford City for next season, but a further year on top of that as well. So we'll talk about it all in today's video. Let's get straight into it. The article does then read, Walker extends City stay. Bradford City AFC is delighted to announce Sam Walker has signed a new 2-year deal with the club, extending his stay in BD8. The shot stopper joined the Bantams in January 2024, arriving from Charlton Athletic, and has bolstered his CV with promotion to Sky Bet League One with City. Walker has been an ever-present for the club in the league since joining and has racked up an impressive 24 clean sheets in 72 appearances. I think that works out at exactly 1 clean sheet in every 3 League 2 matches played. He clinched 3 accolades at our end of season dinner awards night, taking home the Shipley Bantams most consistent away performer of the year, Keighley defensive action of the season, and the PFA champion award. Walker said the club is more than ready to play at League 1 level. The fan base is massive and we have to harness that this coming season. The energy in the city following the Fleetwood game was amazing and it was great to be a part of. We are looking to continue that throughout the next season and once again make this a special campaign. City boss Graham Alexander added, I'm delighted Sam has agreed a new contract to continue with us. He has played every league game since arriving and has been a model of our consistency both in performance and attitude. His quiet but respected leadership behind the scenes is a great help to the coaching staff and we believe he can continue to play to the highest of standards. Now, as always in my videos and reactions, I'll be as honest as possible, and I do believe there are better goalkeepers out there than Sam Walker, and there has been times this season where he's made some excellent saves, but there's also been times this season where he has made some pretty costly errors. You know, the most notable one is obviously Carlisle at home, but there's a few other goals this season where I think Walker himself will be a little bit disappointed with. You look at the second goal that Doncaster scored in the penultimate game of the season, his positioning there is terrible. Cheltenham away, for example, I think he should do better with that goal. Grimsby away, I think it was the first goal, he got quite out of position slightly. You know, you could maybe put that one down to the wind. But to counteract that, he has also made some excellent saves this season. The most notable one for me is obviously that penalty save at home to Crewe Alexandra. Absolutely outstanding save because it was a pretty decent penalty from the Crewe player. The final game of the season, Fleetwood at home in the first half makes an absolutely outstanding save. Colchester at home as well when Aware Edwards is going in one-on-one. I think we were 2-1 up at that point. He makes an absolutely brilliant save. So there is pros, there's cons to Sam Walker. His distribution from his feet isn't amazing. Everything is first time, and I don't mind that. You know, we don't really need a goalkeeper taking risks. We saw with our previous goalkeeper, Harry Lewis, he liked to take a lot of risks. At times, it did come back to bite us on the arse, really. You know, you look at Colchester at home in the 23-24 campaign, we conceded there from Harry Lewis trying to overplay. Doncaster away in the same season conceded for Harry Lewis trying to overplay as well. So I don't mind that from Sam Walker. I think for the most part, he's very good at claiming crosses. There is a couple of times, though, where I think he stays on his line a little bit too much and it's a little bit confusing for the defence, and that's the thing that I think mainly needs to work on. He's got to cut out the odd mistake every now and again. I think a 2-year contract is a bit of a gamble, if I'm being completely honest. I think 1 year with the option of a further season would make sense, but now I'm looking at the signing of Joe Hilton and I'm very confused by it. Obviously, Hilton came in January from Blackburn Rovers. We paid a transfer fee for Joe Hilton to try and provide some more competition for Sam Walker. I thought that Hilton might get a real shot in pre-season and potentially be our number 1 next campaign, but at that point it was a little bit too hard to disjoint Sam Walker because we'd started going on a very good run of form at that point. But I don't understand why we've paid a fee for a goalkeeper when surely we could just pick one up on a free transfer to be our second choice keeper. In terms of Sam Walker's season just gone by, then he is now 33 years of age, so following the conclusion of this current deal he will then be 35 years of age. Looking at his statistics then, he played and started in 46 league matches, playing exactly 4,140 minutes. I'm 99% sure that is every single minute. He averaged 1 goal conceded per game with a 70% save percentage, which I think is one of the better ones in the division. I think around the first half of the campaign he was 4th or 5th lowest in the league for that statistic, but in the second half of the campaign he did definitely massively improve as we obviously went on that very good run of form. So clearly bringing in a second choice goalkeeper helped, and obviously we're having to do less defending because we were doing more attacking because we had players like Patterson and Sarsic returning to the fold. He saved 2 out of 6 penalties as well, which is a pretty solid return. You know, up until the Walsall at home and Crewe at home, his penalty saving was actually quite a weak point of his, to be honest with you. He would dive a little bit too early, make it a bit obvious where he was going, and he was quite poor and never really looked like saving penalties. But obviously, I think he saved our last 2. I'm pretty sure Walsall at home and also Crewe at home were the last 2 spot kicks that we have faced. And obviously, the Crewe penalty save was an absolutely brilliant save. There's not really many other stats to look at. We don't want to look at his attacking or his passing stats. Defensively, obviously, did keep the 16 clean sheets this season. According to SofaScore, he had 3 errors which led to a shot and only 1 error which led directly to a goal. I would assume that would be the own goal. Obviously, in the home game against Carlisle, and there's not else really on it. I mean, do you care about how many goal kicks he's had per game? I don't think you do. We got 3 bookings. If we have a look then at how Bradford City's squad is now lining up ahead of the 2025-26 campaign, as you can see in terms of the goalkeeping department, we are looking very strong now in at that position. 3 goalkeepers with still an offer in, obviously, for Colin Doyle, who is our goalkeeping coach. But I would anticipate the list that I've got it in will be our order going into next season. I would highly anticipate Zach Cady will go out on loan, and then Colin Doyle will be a little bit more of a third choice. But it's now up to Sam Walker and Joe Hilton to battle it out in pre-season. We've not seen Hilton kick a ball, so we don't know how good or how poor he is really to comment on. And obviously, he has only been here for 6 months. So I'm looking forward to pre-season to seeing what Hilton is all about, and a few of our new signings as well. And obviously, still nothing has been announced for pre-season, and it starts in, what, about 3.5 weeks? Something like that. So if we could have some news, that would be nice. I assume once again we'll be going to Austria. But in terms of further transfer business, definitely another centre half or 2 in for me. Definitely a right centre back needs to come in. And obviously it depends on the futures of Kieran Kelly and Paul Huntington. Definitely going to need another right wing back. Definitely going to need another left wing back, maybe 2 if Lewis Richards doesn't sign. Definitely going to need another holding midfielder following Richie Small's departure from the football club, which I still now. I know people keep going on about it. Why do I keep mentioning it in the comments? But I just don't understand. We haven't offered Smallwood 1 year, but we've given Sam Walker 2 years. And Smallwood's, what, only a couple of months older than Sam Walker. So, again, it is a little bit strange. I'm sure I think he's called Mark. He's going to be in the comments and he's not going to be very happy. Definitely going to need another striker or 2 as well. And I'd take another attacking midfielder with, obviously, a few players still to go out on the door. Some will be loans. Some will be permanent as well. I would expect the likes of Ibbotson, Hady, Goodman, all to go out on loan. And then a few permanent deals done for them fringe players, or potentially loans depending on the wages. But the squad is coming together nicely. Hopefully we hear about the futures of Kieran Kelly and Lewis Richards one way or another in the next coming weeks or so. Surely they're past the deadline now. I know Kieran Kelly has obviously been on holiday. We've not really seen much regarding Lewis Richards, apart from Stockport County were reportedly interested in a left wing back, but still plenty of time to go until the season does start. And I wouldn't say I'm buzzing that Sam Walker's staying around for next season, but I also think we could do a lot worse, like his previous goalkeeper that we had. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Can we try and hit 200 likes, as I mentioned at the start of today's video? That would be massively appreciated. And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Bradford City's #1, Sam Walker, signing a new 2-year contract with the football club? Now 33 years of age, kept the 16 clean sheets last season, made some really important saves, also made a couple of errors as well. Super Sam Walker staying around though for another 2 years. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you very soon for another one.